Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Northernlion Live Super Sunday subscriber stream at twitch.tv/Northernlion, a twitch.tv production. We're going to play some Los Angeles Noire today. Give me a second. We got to make sure it's okay. Click on this, and it's a black screen. I know he said the game was Noire, but this is ridiculous. See, that's French for black. Anyway, we're going to resume our case. We literally just finished the last case, and then we got an introduction to our newest case, which is this heavy favorite was supposed to win a boxing match, but then he threw in the
Step back.
18th round or something.
What's going on? That son of a bitch.
Why is he's talking into a mute?
Carlo Arcaro, I'm his manager.
I'm his trainer.
Interesting attitude to have towards a victorious athlete.
Victorious? We had an arrangement. We had a goddamn arrangement!
That limey bastard was paid to take a nap. He reneged. And you were out of pocket? Damn right.
Is
Me
the
and a
guy
couple
knocking
hundred
on the
other
door
people. Stand aside.
the guy who played the second in command for Hydra / Shield in Captain America 2: The Winter Soldier?
You want to fight fair and square. To prevent him from getting clipped. He was paid to flop. There was big money riding on this.
So are we
fight.
here because you lost money, or because we're investigating a prize-fighting racket?
Don't just say no. Look it up,
around and
okay?
see what you can find.
Probably. That's not an answer. You got the answers.
Over by the pinboard, second from the end.
Over by the pinboard, second from the end. Over by the pinboard, Sinvicta versus me. Second from the end, this locker right here. I looked it up and the answer is no. Okay. Pretty suspicious looking tape. Yes, it's him. I looked it up. Oh, perfect. Fantastic.
There's a phone number we can run by R&I, plus a bunch of names and odds. You're not the only one who likes a flutter, Roy.
I don't know what that means. Shoes. Let me grab the shoes. That's Robert Redford, not that. I'm not talking about Robert Redford. I know who Robert Redford is. You think I've never seen All the President's Men? You're right. But I am aware that he's in it.
Don't think this is any use to us.
I also saw the movie that he was in that also starred Jason Segel. Oh, here we go. Where Robert Redford tried to find a way to travel to the afterlife. That was a 5 out of 10.
I'm in a jam, Doctor.
Can I help, Courtney?
Speaking of the Winter Soldier.
No, Doctor.
His name's not Jason Segel, it's Jason Segel.
Do I have your professional confidence?
Whatever you say, we'll never leave this room.
I talked some of the guys in my old unit into doing something, and it's gone wrong.
But if it goes right, I might get enough money to buy a new
For
jacket.
short-term gain. We came home from China on the Cool Ridge.
The morphine robbery.
That was us. I thought I could get the guys a fair share.
It's all coming together
Some sort
now.
of benefit for the sacrifices that they made in the war. Those guys deserve it, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sure they do, Courtney. But the deserving aren't always rewarded.
Tell me about it, Doc.
Never trust a man who owns this much art.
Mob-connected guy, and it's been turning up.
He's cut a lot of people down to amass a collection like that. It's the only explanation.
The presumption was rather naive, Courtney.
I know that now, Doctor. But people are dying.
Might I venture a few questions?
Sure.
Do your underworld contacts have all the
Mouth?
morphine?
No, they don't. We doled it out, hoping we could control it.
Are they pressing you for further allocation?
Don't look into the camera, my dude.
Doctor.
I may be able to help you, Courtney.
Thanks, Doc. It helps just to talk about it.
I mean, I have a solution that will help you financially and salve your conscience.
Why are you
I'm all ears, Doctor.
giving me
I
that
will
Dana Carvey
transact to
turtleneck
take
there?
all the narcotic off your hands. And you can rest assured that it will all be medically administered. I will
Like,
use
did
the
he lose a
funds that I no
vertebrae in
longer
between the past
require
week?
For the purchase of medication and invest them in housing developments.
Housing?
The developments in question are housing projects for former servicemen. Your return will come from the sale of the properties, and your investment will benefit those that you care for most. Does this arrangement meet with your approval?
And it'll pay for itself if you just get
You're a magician.
3 people to sign up underneath you. You see, it's like a reverse funnel. All the money goes to the top. And you can be on that top. Alright, well, thanks to that fever dream, we've put ourselves behind the 8 ball in the case a little bit here. Oh, scared me. You're not allowed to do the Kevin Spacey voice anymore. That's not Kevin Spacey's voice, okay? But you're probably right. We should give it a rest for like a little while.
Nope.
Just a jacket in the shower, no big deal. I was kind of thinking the same thing. There's no music. There's no music. We're good. Calling this this number here.
You better find that cocksucker and you bring him to me.
I feel bad too, Mickey. He guaranteed me he would take the
Oh, it's
flop.
this guy
I
again.
guarantee that you will be fish food if you don't bring me.
The guy from the introduction of Idiocracy who says
Roy,
he's too smart to have
out of
kids
pocket
and then
too?
he gets
Mickey,
out procreated and
seems that way.
society
Don't
ends
worry
up
about it. My boys are
electing
out
Carl's
looking for him.
Jr. to the
Well, you
presidency.
better call them off. This is a police matter now. If anything happens to Hammond, I'll testify that you made threats against him.
Who's the Greyhound? He's a frisky one, isn't he?
Cole Phelps?
Oh, hey,
Mickey
Josh.
Cohen.
I know who he is, Roy.
Second Lieutenant,
met
T-Man
his
L. How's it going?
I think you had the mixture pretty scared back there.
I know he's our enemy, but I'm not sure we should call him that. Somebody ring up the mixer? Look, I'm too old to make a Spy Kids reference, but gotta
Operator, give
stay
me our
current.
guy.
And apparently current is deep fried memes from like the year 2005.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for the following phone number. AL345.
The address for
Ryab
the phone
found the
number is
high Ryab guy. It's true?
the Hotel El Mar.
Well, I should say he found me.
5294 Leland Way, Hollywood.
But,
Thank you.
I'm not backing out of releasing a track. Some of
know the
us
place?
just, we gotta freaking work. I
Flophouse.
wrote 3 stanzas
night,
last
no
night, and I do
questions
mean
asked.
stanzas. I just gotta send them off to the production crew, and we'll be good to go. You make one joke tweet, Josh is taking it seriously. This is the least serious man I've ever known in my entire life. Let's just keep walking around here. Maybe there's more stuff to find. Like, there's no music, but this area is so big. Josh, I am telling you about work. Go look at the number of videos you uploaded this week versus the number of videos I uploaded this week. Who worked harder? Don't give me this insurance shit. Insurance has been around for 300 years. It sells itself. You don't need to be there. You're just a steward. Playing The Binding of Isaac. Now that takes talent, effort, elbow grease, skill, ingenuity. I did search the locker. Maybe we're ready to go. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
I'm at a loss.
Hammond's Hotel. Let's roll.
I had skill in Isaac at one point. It's offending me that you said that I didn't. It's obviously long gone. I don't know what happened to it, but at one point there was skill. My one video from the past year is greater than you? Oh, I didn't realize you put out a billion times more videos in 2016 than you did in 2015.
Do we know where we're going?
What is a Flophouse Hotel? And why is it my new favorite Elvis song?
You seem to have a pretty cozy relationship with Cohen and Stompanato.
Do I note a hint of reprimand in your tone, Detective? Talking to gangsters comes with the turf. You should try out Mickey's place. He's got a haberdasher's up on Sunset. See if he can get you out of those old man's clothes that you slink around in.
I found a house centipede.
It's a front for his illegal
in my house
activities.
the other day. Any extermination
It is that,
tips?
But he does carry
I mean, if
some
you're
very
renting,
sharp
you just
suits.
let those dudes live there. If
it's
you
okay with you, I'll
exterminate them,
stick
they'll be
with
back
Brooks
in
Brothers.
like, you know, less than a millisecond anyway. Let the, you know, the slumlords down on Albert Street take care of that. It's their house now? I mean, I used to live in the student housing district of where Ketsuo Tabaru lives. You just see centipedes. You just gotta... Sometimes you just go down into your basement and you go, oh shit! And then, you know, there's like a demon down there. And you just say, you know what? We can coexist.
LAPD.
You tell
We're
yourself.
making inquiries into the
The
whereabouts of an
centipede
Albert Hammond.
eats the bugs that are really bad, but
sure?
if they're worse than the
Sure, I'm
centipede, I don't
sure.
want to see them.
This isn't the sort of place where people use their real names. Take a look at the register if you don't believe me.
It's the only one I got.
Look, that's the latest thing.
Okay, so look for prominent Tommies. That should narrow it down.
What does that mean? Prominent
This guy's got a
Tommies.
screw loose.
Wait, excuse me. Humphrey Bogart? Jean Harlow? Winston Churchill? Marilyn
Winston
Monroe?
Churchill. A very patriotic Englishman is staying in room 207.
Bob Hope?
The old bulldog. Even at a flop house, Adley can't get out from his shadow.
Jesus H. Christ!
All he had to do was make up a fake name. Instead, the dude chose Winston Churchill. Are centipedes the worst bugs? I mean, they are pretty horrible. Wait, was it 20? It must be 207. It's the only one with the gold doorknob.
So long.
Door's unlocked. Looks like he's had a broad up here.
Home soon, your boy done good,
He must be
Albert.
heading home. You know, I hope he makes it.
That crooked son of
I
a
hope
bitch,
this
no
ends with us being like, well, Rusty, looks like we're headed to London. And then it shows us in an airplane that flies over America and then the Atlantic Ocean. Well, like, London call. Well, it's a little anachronistic, I guess. Maybe like, dun 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 dun. Yeah, I know this guy isn't Rusty. I'm taking Rusty with me. I'm not taking this crooked son of a gun. We got this. Just give it. Let's go.
I guess a fighter has plenty of time on his hands between bouts.
Well, let's not insult him. The dude is... He saw one movie.
Does Albert have somebody special? I didn't see anyone in his corner at the fight.
Doesn't like coconut either.
Insta-heat.
Parnell's Soup Company.
Adrian Black's product of choice. Seems like a lifetime ago.
Oh, here we go. Given name Candy Edwards. There's an address for us to run.
Candy has
Win the
expensive
home of
taste.
your dreams.
Albert has his work cut out for him.
Who's Candy?
Candy Edwards, the lady who filled out this
Candy
coupon.
is my city. You learned that the hard way.
Looks like Albert has been doing some
So
homework.
after that is
11 grand would be
worse
a
than
nice
your
little nest
performance
egg.
in Spelunky. He's right. He's done the math correctly.
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
I'm hearing tinkles.
One of these days.
Mouth guard.
I don't think this is going to help us.
It's a mouth guard. There's like ting. I think there's no music. You guys got anything?
Watch it.
Did you read about the Trelstad case in the paper? That's the detective who solved it. Those poor kids, losing everything like that.
It's 11!
Do you think this lipstick's too light for my...
Grown up 11, dude!
I'm gonna get
I gotta
good
get
and
out of
tight
here.
Come Friday.
Real happiness is marrying
Hey,
a girl for love.
jacket looks familiar.
Finding out later.
Why is the word abbreviation so long?
Oh, got a problem, pal?
Dude, why are you outside of your apartment smoking? I don't understand. You rent the hallway?
That's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
Oh, wait. Run the plate.
Jesus H. Christ!
Jesus H. Christ! Run the address. This phone doesn't work. It doesn't collect to number 0.
I think his name is Phelps. He brought in the case for that poor lady killed near City Hall.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine, where are we headed?
So he doesn't get smoke all over all his belongings? It's the 40s, dude.
So, you boxed in the Marines?
They thought you smoked 2 cigarettes when you wake up and then it's good for your heart.
The only prize for taking a fall
After
was
all, I
1,000
mean,
push-ups.
what does a good train produce when it's going fast? Smoke. Personally, I prefer the Motrin Hotel. Yeah, and the 40s cigarette smoke was just what the planet smelled like.
We need to know which room is Candy's.
You know it well.
Wrinkled was not one of the things I wanted to
LAPD,
be
ma'am.
when I grew
We're
up.
looking for Candy Edwards.
Apartment 7. You take the outside stairs by the parking lot and turn left at the top.
Wow, great
You
security.
friends of the Italian guy?
Italian guy?
Yeah. Sleazy type? Gave his name as Carlo. I didn't like the look of him, but Candy has some funny friends.
Thanks.
This Candy broad must be as sweet as she sounds. All these gentlemen callers.
Yeah, dude, if this was the trailer, they would definitely be going like, I want candy. Dunk-a-dunk-a-dunk-a-dunk-dunk. Kick down the door. Kick down the... Yes! Oh, just in time to save her. From this guy! What a twist! Oh my god. Partner! It won't let me engage him in battle. Okay, we've now done it. What a twist! Is she dead? Dude, if you knocked her out, she's got like genuine cranial
Give her a
trauma.
minute and take a look around.
Well, your lifeline just got a little bit shorter, buddy. It's a joke about palm reading. Alright. Oh! I thought it was a chocolate
Master
bar.
weapon.
That's how Canadian I am.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
Yeah, totally, dude. Whoa! What a
Oh, yeah,
menacing
seems to have
piece
the
of
same
evidence to
friends as
carry.
Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers?
Say about 100%. Alright, this seems like overkill. Okay. Candy Edwards, dude.
One way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio.
You know, people are always saying, get me out of this Los Angeles place, take me to Akron, Ohio, where my dreams can come true.
Scania sails from New York.
How do you know that? Cole Phelps, are you a foamer? Oh yes, the USS Queen Mary. That sails from
Take a seat,
Port-au-Prince.
Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Candy resigned! Oh, so you got 100% in every single test you've ever taken, Candy? Okay.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
That's a doubt and a half. Do we know that she has seen him? Well, there's the magazine write-in offer. But I think otherwise this is just a straight-up doubt.
Save it for
Never
the
mind,
secret,
I'm an
Sandy.
idiot, I guess.
Albert won big. He may not have told you, but you don't strike me as the type who leaves town when there's money to be had.
Call me anything you like, Flatfoot. I'm done with this burg and all the cheap chiselers who live here.
Cheap jizzlers?
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Okay, let's think. Obviously, you know, there was the bookmaker's pay. No, wait, where was it? I guess, yeah. What about the bookmaker's odds? But how does she know that the bookmaker's odds exist here? It's in her boyfriend's locker, but that doesn't mean she knows. So I think this is just another straight up doubt. Like, well, let's see what the lie would be.
They're bookmakers, aren't they? Tell me the truth.
How the hell would I know?
Dude, I think it's a doubt. There's no way that we would know.
Sorry?
Or that she would
My
know.
mistake.
And we would know that she would know. It's a doubt.
Give up these men, Miss Edwards, and we'll
Jesus
think
Christ.
about letting these charges against you slide.
What? Charges against me? All I did was try and look out for Albert. Now he skips out and
Just
I have to
stab her
take
with the
meetings from
Italian
well?
dude's knife. Book them both.
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
Albert is going
Yeah,
home
let's
by
go.
boat as soon as he collects his winnings. I know you're going to meet him.
Albert is going to collect nothing. He'll be lucky if he can get out of town in one piece.
How will you fare any better? They already believe you're in on it.
Hell, I know you're in on it.
You can think what you want, Buster. I'll take my chances. I got a few errands to run, and then I say adios to this dump.
Oh, she's bilingual.
Well, get out of your way, Candy. We know you're a busy lady.
Yeah, busy going
Like
to
I
jail.
said, I've done nothing wrong.
The LAPD expects a little more cooperation. You'd better watch your back.
Oh,
sister.
put out the cigarette on her
Get out,
couch.
Carlo, you hump. And get rid of that pig sticker.
You don't want to question this guy?
You ever pull that thing on me, I'll shoot you like a dog.
You ever flash a
That
piece
bitch
out
knows
on the
what Hammond
lanes?
is. She knows where my money's gone.
My money too, tough guy. I'll handle this.
You're not going to question that guy? Wow, it's very brazen to have a billboard that says
Bad
no
people
vacancy.
Are looking to hurt Candy, and yet
Seems
she's
like
not
bad
heading straight to
business.
The train station. I smell a payoff. I say stake her out. See where she goes.
Literally 16 hours later. Ooh, she left her hotel room, guilty as charged.
Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Do 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 do. Okay, we don't need to.
Hey,
There's such a thing as soap, you know.
Cole Phelps, secret agent extraordinaire. Dude, if you're in Watts, enjoy your amenities. I was in McNeil, but it was the year before they completely gutted it and renovated it. So it was probably like just about the trashiest res on campus. Oh, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Where does Austin live? Upper East Side, Manhattan, New York. Let me skip this, please.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Where does Rob live? Right on the Gulf of Mexico in Houston, Texas. In a large sugar plantation.
You're a real asshole, you know that?
Did you eat that delicious lazy scholar? Yo, I didn't know we had so many oil thigh Nabanrigans KI in chat. You know I ate the lazy scholar. You know I ordered that Angus with cheese, and then when I got up to the cashier, I told them it was a hummus sandwich, so I could pay $2 less per lunch. The statute of limitations is probably expired on that, right? You gotta get the curlies, obviously. Phelpsy! I didn't want to sprint because I was worried she was going to catch me. They've ruined meal equivalencies now. Thanks a lot, NL. Oh, come on. The Lazy Scholar is also where I got the buy one, get 11 free deal for Coca-Cola Black. Also, they used to sell soup. They probably still do because it's like a deli.
Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted.
We would go there and we'd buy like, you know, chicken strips and French fries. And then they had all these crackers that you're supposed to take if you got soup, right? But I would just take like 6 or 7 packs of crackers every time. And then one day there was a note in the Lazy Scholar that was like, you can't take crackers unless you buy soup. And I was like, damn, my perfect crime. It's finally been revealed. I was like, this free crackers. Why wouldn't I? Coca-Cola Black was pretty not good. It was not Parnell's soup. Oh my god, this is actually stupid. No, Cat, you don't... No, I can defeat it. Cat, you don't get to come in here. You know why? So I woke up 6, 7, 8 a.m. Have to go shh. This cat picking the carpet, being a real jerk about things.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
There's nothing to talk about with the High Ryab guy. So, essentially, 4 weeks ago maybe, I walked into my class. High Ryab was written on the whiteboard. I made a tweet, and I was like, who wrote this? And then I got a DM on Reddit from a dude who was like, hey, I wrote it. I'm like, in the full-time version of your program. I apologize if it was weird. And I was like, nah, it's not weird. And then he posted like an AMA on the subreddit. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But then one of the mods deleted it. And I was like, you know, I can understand why they would do that. It might seem like it's kind of like personal information. And then he sent me another DM and it was like, sorry, I didn't realize. Oh, that's inconspicuous. Sorry, I didn't realize that it was like a personal information sort of thing. And then I didn't reply because I was just like, I'm gonna spend my whole life dealing with this high Ryab situation. But I was like, you know, feel free if you're on campus, come say hi. We could take a picture. And then I went to class on Friday, and he said hi, and we took a picture. Problem solved. That's it. That's the final story. Get low. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Look for newspapers, telephones, shoe signs, stands, or window displays. Excuse me, I need to get into the shoe shine stand. Isn't this the guy who told me to shove off? Sorry, we gotta go. Sorry, sir. You, bad service, you've lost a customer. Skirt.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Tobacconist. Working as intended. Dude, I just appreciate. Takes 100% focus for me to get through this section. Oh! Where's she going? Oh, she was peeking. What are you talking about? She can't even see me! Oh! Oh, thank God. Okay, we hit a checkpoint. She did not have line of sight. And now, what are your thoughts on parasocial interaction? Here's a thought. Give me your lunch money, nerd. I don't know what that means. This cat, dude. What are your thoughts on bread? I think I've made my thoughts on bread very clear. I like bread a lot. It's probably my favorite broad spectrum carbohydrate. Get low. Can you tell the difference between your cats by their meows? Actually, like, infinity% yes. But it's not that, like, I know them, like, inside and out, like some kind of Dr. Dolittle situation. Ruka has very expressive meows. Tomo's are actually just... So it's pretty easy to figure out who's who. Yo, I'm incognito, dude. Tomo does have dolphin meows. This is a really fun section of this game. I understand the pressure for developers to always have a tailing section in their games. Maniac, she says. Because literally whenever you ask like anybody that plays video games what their favorite section of a game is, they go, I really love that part where I had to tail somebody, but if I got arbitrarily too close, they spotted me, and if I got arbitrarily too far away, they just vanish into the ether. Everybody always goes, can I have more of the following sections in games, please? Can you give me more escort missions where the person I'm supposed to tail walks faster than a walk but slower than a sprint, so I have to constantly alternate back and forth between the two modes of transportation? Extreme stealth action. Opinion on that song that goes, she's a maniac, maniac. I've never seen Flashdance, so I only know it from, like, commercials. So I guess I can't give you a real answer. For sale, Ruka. Dude. This cat is so annoying. No, 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 God. So, Kate, I woke up at, like, 7 a.m. because this cat knocked something over. He knocked over the freaking, like, rice accoutrements that you put on a bowl of rice to add a little color and crunchiness. I think he was trying to get to those sweet Japanese cat food tubes that he's in love with. Yeah, the furikake, correct. He's not hungry. There's so much food.
Bookmakers? Yes. Surprise, surprise.
Oh, all right. Here we are. Hey, which room did they go into, my dude? Was it this one?
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
It's this one. Cole Phelps.
A blonde woman just came in here.
She went out the back way. Said she was being watched.
How much did she
Oh,
collect?
well, thank God I tried that 20 times.
She cleaned me out.
On the Hammond Kid Galahad fight?
You got it. I'm not complaining. We all made a lot of money on that one. Huge plunge on Galahad, and then Hammond knocks the bum out.
So she collected the money and went out through the back door?
Nope. She made a phone call over there, wrote something on a notepad, and then left.
What are you doing? An old intelligence trick from the Marines.
Examiner Drugstore. 1487 Ivar Avenue, Ollie World. Come on. Come on, Cole. Just get the corner, my dude.
We know where she's headed. Let's get moving.
This guy just told him everything. He didn't even have to say that he was a police officer.
You're behind the wheel.
I love that that whole tailing section just existed so I could get a single extra clue. That took me someplace else.
Car 11K, 11 King. Further to your request, Bunko Fraud has 3 known bookmakers operating out of storefronts in the Hollywood area. Thrifty Liquor, 6106 Santa Monica, the Examiner Drugstore, and a Max Spirits at 16.
What if it's Jollywood?
Cherokee. KGPL clear.
Old Marines trick. Etching. Kick it down,
Detectives
Cole.
Phelps and Earl, LAPD.
Relax, Cole. You just have a blonde in here, Mervyn?
Sure did.
Oh my God.
I'm just about to close up. She took me to the cleaners. 4,000 clams and change.
How long ago did she leave?
Maybe 5 minutes. Called a cab. Asked for a number. I told her there was a card over there by the phone.
Is this guy okay? Is that his real voice? Hey, have you guys ever heard of cigars? They're pretty good.
What do you think?
She left in a cab. Grab the
Lord.
card, Cole.
Now that came out of nowhere.
Yellow cab. We need to get after her, fast.
Please don't make me leave so soon. Yo, the phone's ringing.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Yes, can I have
Connect me to the
12
Yellow
million
Cab
cough drops
Hollywood
delivered to this address, please?
2187, please. This is Detective Phelps, LAPD. You dispatched a cab to 1487 Ivar Avenue, Hollywood.
Yes, sir. Send one round from the pool.
Do you have the number of that cab?
Number 179.
Thanks.
We're done playing around. Get Mervyn to give us an address on Ray's place.
Who is Mervyn? Are you Mervyn?
Any idea who Ray is?
Sugar Ray?
Not now, Mervyn. Cole doesn't have much of a sense of humor at the best of times.
Also, literally no one can understand a
Ray
word
runs
you
shop
say.
up on North Cherokee Avenue, just south of Hollywood Boulevard. Leave me alone, mister. I mind my own business.
Look at how much smoke is in the air. You gotta get out of that glass box, man.
You can drive.
All right, where to?
It does kind of sound like Steve-O. You're not wrong.
Hammond
He's
backed himself
hotboxing his whole life.
And Candy is picking up the winnings. Smart play.
Yo, what happened to the trunk? The car is broken, dude.
Or is she cheating him too?
Slow down on these turns. All right. Yes. Hello. Yes, you're a cat. I know. Come in. Oh, now you want to leave?
That's the cab waiting up ahead. She's not in the car. Don't get too close.
She must be inside.
We're on the move again, Cole.
No.
After her. Don't lose that cab. Hammond is over the hill. He's a punching bag for the up-and-comers. She knows God.
I really just had to give her a little payback for earlier. Now we can play the real game.
That's the cab waiting up ahead. She's not in the car. Don't get too close.
She must be inside.
1 star? I don't deserve more than 1 star for this mission, dude. It's been terrible. I've only had to interrogate one person and we're still messing it up.
Cole. After her. Don't lose that cab. Hammond is over the hill. He's a punching bag for the up-and-comers. She knows his goddamn place.
I think he knows. I think he worked out the place isn't L.A.
He's punchy. His brain's going to mush. Winston Churchill? Give me a break.
Churchill is a fighter, Roy. Hammond didn't just scribble down the first name he could think of.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he wrote down
That
Neville
would be a bad
Chamberlain
time
or
to
something.
forget how to drive.
Nothing suspicious about this. Just leaving 15 car lengths between me and the car in front of me. Thank you.
Careful, we'll get spotted at this distance.
Captain Salty. Oh, geez, easy there. You're driving like a Vancouver cab. Ooh. Just throw it into reverse on Ocean Avenue. No big deal. sees the gap.
You got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
That bitch has given me what I'm owed. That's all I know.
Who said that? Excuse me, sir.
Easy, Cole. Better back it off.
Oh, yes.
Better drop back, Cole.
This is why tailing segments in games are the stupidest thing ever. Hey, drive as suspiciously as possible so they don't notice you. I know you're gonna say, NL is just you being bad. Why am I winning then? Problem solved.
Pull over. She's heading inside.
Alright, let's get one clue from this place and then leave again. We'll tail her in a biplane this time.
I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let
I got candy. Skunk-a-dunk-a-dunk-a-dunk-gunk.
I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure.
Good one. Hilarious.
Let me through. I just want a quick look.
Cole Phelps, get down on the ground.
Maniac?
Excuse me? You get in there and keep an eye on Candy. Sorry, I guess, got too close.
Pull over. She's heading inside.
Did he say make sure she doesn't see you?
I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
Yeah, okay. She did indeed. Or they did indeed indicate that.
What'd I miss?
Man, can you believe all of this? All this information contained in the newspaper? Wow. There's just like so much news lately.
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband and then pushed him in front of the car?
Probably shouldn't.
The cop who caught her.
Oh!
Someone, please! It's
Cole Phelps! I apologize for being in here, but, you know, it's the law.
Roy! Call an ambulance.
Hammond got away.
I'm extremely realistically bleeding.
He said...
Just try and sit still, Candy.
Make
Who
me-
shot you? Was it Albert?
Must be that time of the month? Wow. Get banned and also modded simultaneously.
They're on the way. I have a patrolman searching the depot. The chief's putting together a manhunt for Hammond. He got the money, right?
Looks like it.
A tough bird, our limey friend. Using his girlfriend as the bag woman and then getting greedy over the split.
It was Rusty's razor.
That's how you see it?
I told you that cocksucker was a crook.
Just pull the flush. I just want to see what happens. Just pull the flush, Phelps. Phelps, pull the flush. Squid, squib, dip. Squid, squid it. Okay.
32 caliber. One shot fired.
Spin it. Spin the barrel. Like McCree. It's the other half to that movie ticket.
The Egyptian Theater.
So, what now?
The theater, I guess. We don't have much else to go on.
Can we go out through the window? I'm jumping through the window. I'm letting everything go. Car's out here. I'm jumping out the window. Oh yeah, just leave the corpse there? We'll call somebody.
You drive.
This is the most locations in any case
Where
ever.
are we headed?
Poor girl. She didn't deserve that.
She did lie to
Poor
us.
girl. Half the precinct aren't taking a vacation this year because of her. You need to leave town a lot quicker than that if you decide to screw over Mickey C.
And now, how good would Phelps be in a PUBG environment? Let's go over the facts. First off, always has headgear appropriate to the situation. That's a big plus. Secondly, he can take 8 shots in the chest without going down. Thirdly, runs so fast no blue could conceivably catch him. Thirdly, and
This
aka
seems like a long
fourthly,
shot. Aren't they all?
best driver in Los Angeles.
Car 11 King.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. Revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a
KGB all clear.
bitch. He stabbed her.
I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker.
I don't even know
You
what
think
that
he
means.
got the money too?
Come on, Roy. We're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
You let the other guy drive all the time, though? Yeah, so he gets practice.
Why'd you kill her, Carlos? Your gripe was with me.
She was collecting the money for you. Mickey made it clear it was either me or you, and I intend to keep on living.
She stole those betting slips. She was running out on me.
And you were gonna let her?
No, I let her collect. I set her up, just like she set me up. Just like my manager set me up. Everyone wanted me to take a dive. Everyone wanted me to take the short money. It's for the best kid.
You were washed up, kid! You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere!
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage.
This guy needs to build up a little IKEA house to save himself.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself. So did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make her dream come true.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got the money. All I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
I don't think the theater's gonna be happy with those bullet holes in the screen. No, they never show anything important in the middle anyway. It's always on the fringes.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon. You're making a big mistake, Arcaro.
Excuse me? My quarrel is not with you.
Come on, Hammond 2 when I find him.
It's like a siphon filter boss fight or something.
Move, I gotcha.
How many guns did this guy bring to a freaking movie theater?
Where are you? You limey cock.
I want this gun. Give me the gun. Oh, move. He's obviously like right here, dude. Probably just about the worst cover you could have ever selected. Tactical genius.
It's time to come out now, Hammond. Put the gun down.
Oh, I got you got me.
Shows me a lot of money.
Catch. The Scania sails from New York, Hammond. Be on the next train and don't ever come back.
Why?
Because I was a Marine and I once lacked courage. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
But like the money though. But like
Fuck
what
you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps.
Yeah, like what's up with the money though? Cause like
I'm hearing rumors of a fight that was fixed, of gangsters looking to get square, that LAPD cops might be involved. Either of you two sons of bitches know anything about that?
No, sir.
So, the dead wop who turned up in this theater, who used to be a boxing manager, who murdered Candy Edwards, has nothing to do with the fix?
Absolutely not.
Earl, you're doing venereal disease citations until you can learn to stop lying to me. Phelps?
Is it illegal to have VD?
No, sir.
Get your uniform from your locker. You're back on the street.
Guys. Fake it till you make it. Doesn't even have a cameraman, and he's the lead photographer at the precinct. Yeah, I mean, we deserved 1 star here. That's definitely true. Fair enough.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue.
Excuse me?
Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
What's going on with my game, dude?
I don't care. What's with that getup?
I don't go in for letting gangsters off.
Start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher.
Let me out.
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now.
Let me out.
People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
Pardon me?
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
It's time for a new suit. Yeah, I need to wear the worst suit because we're in this, like, shame category. Good suit. Not a great suit. We've already worn it. You know, I mean, feel like this is a trash tier suit.
Strips off me at the grand jury.
We definitely bought this at Sears after they went out of business. There's no Twitch Prime suit yet. 7 is the suit of shame? Alright. Shame suit. Miss, are you happy with your vacuum cleaner?
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
This is not our car.
You can drive.
This is not our car. This is not our car, Roy, but we're gonna take it anyway.
Seem distracted.
We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any
She
idea
looks
what
like
is
a
really
diner,
going
but she
on while
handles
we're
like
wasting
a
our time
bistro.
following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
I don't understand. Do you ever think Esperanto will be used in a practical setting? It already was. Esperanto.
Second floor. Apartment.
Deliberately designed language. I didn't even listen to anything that that man said. Just look for the golden knobs, man.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug?
Eat the gang's all here.
Relax.
Down, 26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by a cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynolds. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks.
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
Yeah, just put your cigar right in my face, Rusty. Who cares? It's 1949. Actually, 1947. Whatever. Who cares?
Phelps? Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs.
True.
The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
I'm gonna make a guess that there's no foam.
Be my guest. Take a closer look at her head and neck.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly.
Yeah, drowning has a tendency to do that.
A very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire.
Maybe she was cursed by like an ancient witch or something like that. It looks like a classic cursing, dude. All the telltale signs.
Bruising on the forearms and these...
Looks like Michael Phelps is
bite
back
marks.
at the 2016 Olympics.
The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
This guy should actually be the chief of police.
Photo? Something else.
It's Brachus Rex. Oh, Mama, I must have the picture of the pelican.
Maybe she was having trouble with some boys, huh? She got her heart broken. Couldn't take it anymore. So she ran herself a
Hatbox.
bath and down some pills, and then she just...
One of the best of all boxes.
Quality English smoking jacket.
From
Anyone
Seville
under
Row.
45 who would wear one.
Alright. Don't make me look. We know what this is. Come on.
Looks like
That's a
barbiturates.
Motrin right there. What is a smoking jacket? It's a jacket you wear when you smoke, or as they called it in 1947, a jacket.
Barbiturates. What else is
Classic
rattling around
Japanese
in this thing?
barbiturate jar. Open and shut case.
We should speak to a doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
What are you, a doctor? Stone Man with his doctorate of medicine prescriptions. Side effects are conflicting. Stone Man. The doctor's name was Stone Man. So you know you gotta. Anyway, there's music. There's still a lot of music. I don't know if there's a lot. It's more of a kind of a Boolean thing, I guess.
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
Who farted?
Could have been a modeling assignment.
Well, it's certainly not for her Instagram. Dacine.
It's a place to start.
I'm working 11 to 4 p.m. Can you keep me company? Ask for Miss Randall. XXX Julia. Have you ever been completely...
Beautiful girl.
Hey, I already made the Sears joke, buddy. Have you ever been completely anesthetized for a surgery? I have indeed. When I had my ball gutted. I was fully put under. Is it just easier to model dirty dishes than a clean sink? Or is it like, oh, all of a sudden, you know, someone in my family got murdered, I've got a good excuse to be lazy? I hear it. I hear it, but where's the clue? There it is. The rolling pin. It's used to crush up the pills.
Incidental. Don't think this is anything.
Dun, dun.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering
These
some
ain't
questions?
conflict
Virginia
diamonds,
Reynolds.
is they, Virginia? Don't lie to me, ma'am.
Shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe?
Whoa, hey, this is not a good time for
I
candids.
don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact. Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Okay, doubt? Oh, okay, that's, I mean, could be a lie. Maybe she was upset about something. I mean, she does have a prescription. Oh, well, you don't need amphetamines for being upset. What about the modeling job? This one, I think you just gotta say it's a doubt. This one's just a doubt.
Would she have killed herself for a
A
man?
little callous, Cole.
Miss Julie would never have killed herself. She was a very determined young lady. One of those people who shake the tree for all it's
And
worth.
now I get punished for shaking the tree.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Okay, well, obviously. This is just a straight up doubt.
Men friends,
Are you
Mrs.
kidding
Reynolds.
me?
Spill it.
I will not spread gossip about Miss Julia. She was very nice to me.
I don't care if she was the Virgin Mary's sister. Who was she humping? You changed the sheets.
You're disgusting. If you're going to take that tone, I won't answer any more
The
questions.
men's smoking jacket was there. You're right. You're right. You're right.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Morphine. Nothing to do with it. 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 Maybe it sucked because she had troubled sleep. Truth? Doubt? It's a doubt. It's a doubt. This one's an actual doubt.
Mrs. Reynolds,
Let's
it
go.
seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
One
Yes,
of
Mrs.
one of
Reynolds.
three.
You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
I want to hit level 15. I need those intuition points, dude. The rich
Stefan,
get
Rusty,
richer.
we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
You think Carruthers has called it right?
Dude, the
He
stair
rarely gets it
running
wrong.
animation, so graceful.
I don't know. I'm a Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
I don't think we have anything to call in, but maybe we'll just check in. See how life's gone.
Can you drive to this one?
Do we know where we're going?
I know I'm missing a clue. I feel like
Bukowski,
maybe we'll come
Galloway,
back later.
Quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names.
Excuse
Let me
me.
fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Well,
Please.
you could learn
They
a thing or
couldn't
two
work
from
a vice case if
Bukowski.
their life
I don't
depended
think
on
you can
it.
learn
I
anything
don't see
from
why
Rusty.
they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
It's basically true. I can't deny that. You learned Rusty's razor from Rusty? Rusty's razor was proved false every time, though. He's so rusty in the car, and he drives, no matter how drunk he are. That's not how you conjugate that word. Okay, here we are at the drugstore. Yeah, Bruno's Deli, that's the one. Drugstore. Going to the drugstore is the thing. It's this one, yeah. Hold up. Dr. Stoneman. There is no Dr. Stoneman. Where's Dr. Stoneman? Oh, the other side, mayhaps. There we go. Dr. Stoneman, 505.
Stoneman, office 505.
You know, this is some Don Norman shit, okay? I don't want to go on, oh, DAE design every freaking episode. Why have half the information here and half the information here? Are you out of your fucking mind? Just put it all in one place. This isn't a choose-your-own-adventure book. Oh, I thought we could close it before he got in.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
It's a puzzle, obviously. Obviously! 505. Let's go. Kick it. Oh, you gotta open with the power move, Phelps.
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
Oh, all right. I'll just tell
rude.
our emphatic. Okay, I should have chosen a different disease.
From the
Emphysemic.
LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Don't even worry about it. Whoa, nice little sidestep there.
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain here. Leave me alone.
This dude has a genuine point, to be honest.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating
Nice
the death
haircut.
of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
What a little bitch. Respecting the Hippocratic Oath. Hair gray? Excuse me?
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Okay, so what's up with the... Oh, yeah, because it's not July. It's not July right now. Or 6 months away from July. It's a different era, for certain.
Julia Randall has been your patient for nearly a year. I'm sure you know that.
Do you doubt my veracity, Detective? Do you have access to my patient records?
He's lying. Twirl his ass like a rotini noodle. Absolutely true.
Your
Let's
prescriptions
go.
Contradict you, Doctor.
Miss Randall was in the fashion business, as you probably know. She was jumped up on Benzedrine by day and knocked down by sleeping pills at night.
Oh, does it take a lot of work to stand still and get your
told
picture
her
taken?
to slow up, but no. Life was too short for her.
And you supplied the prescription for the Benzedrine.
It's not illegal, Detective. A lot of young women in her line of work use it for weight loss.
What about her other medications?
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business.
As I'm sure you know. But she also had sleeping pills, sir.
We believe Miss Randall died of an overdose of morphine. You didn't prescribe her anything else, did you?
That is a very serious allegation to level at a doctor, young man.
What about the sleeping pills, my dude? Prescribed for troubled sleep and depression. Okay, chat. Everyone's going no, ellipses, ellipses, doubt, etc., etc. Give me a good reason. Give me a good reason why. Don't do it. Bad ending. Back out. One person says yes. Magnanimous Joe, I'm with you. He's talking about the morphine? Yeah, but he said I didn't prescribe anything else to her. What's up with the sleeping pills then? Benzedrine is an amphetamine. The sleeping pills are not amphetamines. Phelps wants to talk about morphine. Well, I mean, obviously, we're not going to click on this because it's just busted.
You don't ask, you never find out.
All right, I'll tell you what. We'll use intuition, and if it's doubt, we'll go doubt. Ask the community, please. All right.
Benzedrine is addictive, as I'm sure you know, doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
You're the doctor, my dude.
Well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now.
Two for two. Let's
We'll be
go.
in touch.
Well, the patient bullied me into giving them a prescription. Probably the worst doctor ever. Just drop kick him through the window. Letting everything go. Are we done with this location? Yes, we are. You know what's crazy to me in the year 2017? Is that, like, the only thing stopping addicts from getting, like, prescription pills is a single piece of paper that has, like, the doctor's name on it.
Old boy's lying.
What is... I mean, it might work fine, but what, like, a strange method of security to have in the year 2017? Just what would win? You know, one determined human brain or a single paper boy?
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card?
Is that what
when they got
doctors are
something to
called?
hide?
There are certain
Croakers?
things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
I work at a pharmacy, and prescription notes have maybe 12 different security features that, if missing, void them immediately. Yeah, but what if your doctor closes their eyes for a second and you just swipe it from their desk?
I think he's a bit of a gangster.
Girl, I'm gonna get so good and tight on Friday night.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
Yeah, I'd like to buy a dress. Just kidding. Get down on the ground.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning.
So, no, she's not in any trouble at all.
How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Isn't it weird that the only thing preventing me from stealing drugs is one simple act of stealing drugs? Look, You got a good point. I'm just saying, in this chip and pin world, one piece of paper is the key. Alright, what was she saying again? She worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl. Lie. She was hideous. This seems like the truth. We haven't had a good truth in a while.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
I want to see her face when I tell her.
Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
She's got that mashed potato
Yes.
hair.
Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is
She's
she?
a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, a wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it.
Tell me more about how lively your best friend is.
Mind if I take a closer look?
But she was just full of life. She loved living.
That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
Well, that's an antiquated gender norm, Mr. Phelps.
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiance, Henry Arnett.
Oh, the men's smoking jacket. This girl's face is so innocent. I'm going truth all day.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about him.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Look, it's the easiest truth of all time.
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you
She's
ask
the
your
perfect
fiancé to
witness.
visit Hollywood
Would you
Police
like to
Station?
work at the
It would
police
be very
station?
helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Anyway, I gotta go. Wow, he really did just walk away. She was such a fan of living, though. She had full HP.
Badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
Can't tell me over the phone, huh? You know what? I shouldn't complain. Any opportunity to go to the coroner.
You know the way.
Dude's the only person with a good head on
Where
his
are we
shoulders
going?
in this entire freaking game.
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
Classic.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
You want to hear a spooky story, Roy? I haven't even told you that you're dead yet. Ooh. Well, do you feel that chill run up your spine? Hello, one morgue, please.
Isn't that the cop who solved
Come
the
to
big
think of it,
case
it
and got
was you.
promoted?
Tears gonna call them one.
Rehab is for quit.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
Dude, being a
You're the
coroner
only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on
actually
with it.
seems like pretty dope.
two sets of
Like,
hands,
there's
so we
no
have two
more
killers.
secure job on planet
Death was
Earth.
caused by heart failure
You're
due
like
to
a
an
highly
overdose of
specialized
You
doctor.
dragged us down here to gloat. We already heard your theory.
There's always going to be
agree that
dead
she was
people who
murdered.
need
Yes, of
investigating.
course. I have
I
some
bet it
close
pays
evidence.
exceptionally well.
All right,
Dude,
Mal,
you have to
what
deal with
gives?
people's like
Dead
busted
guy's
up
name
faces
is
all
Jimmy
day. That's a
LeBlanc,
negative for
career
sure,
burglar.
but
He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
you know,
So
if you're
what?
a quiet
Good
person, I
riddance.
guess it's
I
kind
found
of
two
not that
cigarettes in his
bad.
jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening now.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or two after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
How do you get into the coroner business? Do you start as like a doctor and then eventually you just become a coroner? Because it kind of seems like one of those things where like, you know, you don't see probably too many like 28-year-old coroners, right? Except on CBS. You need an MD. I'm aware of that. I'm not saying I want to do it. It's pretty stiff work. Hilarious. I'm just wondering like, what's the career path to become a coroner? How many coroners does like Los
Wake up,
Angeles
Cole.
have? Is it like you're a doctor and then you like apply when the previous coroner
Sorry,
retires or
I'll play.
something?
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only
In my
other things
county,
he
the
was carrying
coroner is
were the
elected?
harmonica and the morphine.
What?
Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over.
You elect the
We have a
coroner?
guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door.
Democracy's gone too far.
Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
You apply
Sure,
for
Mel,
a
thanks
job?
for the lead.
No. What do you... Oh, I guess let's just say, fuck anybody for asking you a question about something that they're ignorant of. Instead of like going and finding the answer, why don't we just make fun of him for not knowing how a freaking coroner gets his job?
Can you drive to this one?
Wait. There's more
right,
clues. There's
where
more
to?
clues. There's more clues. Ask a question about other people's industry that I'm not familiar with because I work in a weird industry myself and I have lots of questions. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, you don't know how the coroner works. Fudge you, buddy. Yeah, we've already done this song and dance. You need to go to interview room 2.
What the hell?
Yeah, there's no interview rooms at the coroner's office, I'm assuming. Am I being made fun of? They both look so full of life. How did you think they got the job other than applying? Well, apparently they get fucking elected. So who's the idiot now? It turns out the answer to how to become a coroner in a lot of American cities is actually something that you never would have expected.
You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
You need to apply to be elected.
here now.
Oh, good one. Oh, okay. Hi. Just over here, huh?
Extra, read all about it.
It's a tough staircase. Maybe one day I'll get there.
Read all about it.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Poor guy. Must be going crazy.
Poor little twist. She was 13 if she was a day.
Interview room 2, please. There we go. Kick down the door. Get down on the ground.
Mr. Arnett,
Agent Cole
I'm
Phelps.
Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry.
Henry
The
Cavill.
least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
Does kind of look like John Hamm. I'm waiting for him to break. He's not breaking. He's not breaking. That's a truth. This is a true man.
And you were close?
He's good.
We were friends.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Okay, well, obviously this is at least a doubt. No, this guy's a sociopath. He looked me dead in the eyes when he told the lie. This has got to be a doubt. I went 100% on his face, and that's my mistake.
Spill it, Henry. You
Oh,
know nothing about a man named Henderson?
Yes, you're right. Henderson, yeah. Very distinguished.
How about a first name, wise guy? An address, maybe?
I'm sorry, I don't. I think he lives somewhere out of town. Somewhere back east.
Keep this guy in the interrogation room.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
It's a doubt. I don't know if he knows who Jimmy LeBlanc is, but I think we just... That's a doubt.
So
Let's
you
go.
wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved, but like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
The thing was, he was a really nice guy. I felt lousy tolerating him.
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure.
Oh, you're free to go, sir.
Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
I didn't even know they made a second one after John Cena bowed
various
out.
companies. We had a lot of casualties.
Which engagements?
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
Sure, I'll pass that along. You ever think of having, like, not a convertible when it comes to tailing suspects?
He's in that car at the lights.
He's driving a car from, like, the Bohemian Empire.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
It's one heck of a turn here. This is the largest automobile I could afford on my salary.
Damn it, everyone's...
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Holy Toledo!
Nailed it. Very inconspicuous. He's got no idea.
Whoa, back off before we get made.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
That's right. Rear view mirror only sees the road, doesn't see the sidewalk. Well, to a certain point. Is this part of the game where we hit, like, literally every single red light? Would you respect Rusty more if he was a bald bro? Rusty will never go bald because all the rampant alcohol abuse lowers his testosterone count to the point where he'll have hair for, like, after he dies, his hair is going to keep growing for, like, 25 years. 100%.
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
Oh, you served in Okinawa? Minasan, Ohio. That's what I thought. Wow, that was 10 out of 10 gameplay. Modern foods and liquors.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
What is a modern food in 1947? Like broccoli? The hip new vegetable taking the nation by storm. It's iceberg lettuce. Hot dogs. Absolutely true.
What are you doing?
Oh! I thought if we just stood still, he'd think he was having like a seizure or something. A hallucination, rather. No. Man, no!
He needs money and fast.
What was either that or sprint in the other direction? Like,
I'll stick with him.
oh, backspace. Thank you.
Can't risk losing the trail.
Thank you for your
Hoof it,
support.
Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done
I noticed
here.
when I shaved my head, I was implicitly accepted into the Bald Brotherhood. Is that true? You know, I think there's some truth to the idea that bald guys of a certain age, they give each other some more up nods than they just go like, hey, I see you.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
There's a certain amount of truth to that. It's not like a... Not like we get a newsletter or something. What's the up nod? The up nod is the masculine, like, hey, I see you nod.
Get closer.
What are you doing?
No, you don't see me, is the thing. What? I'm a little mad. Dude, I'm actually like, I resent the tailing missions.
Risk losing the trail.
Check this out, okay? I got a next level strategy. Hey, we've got otherworldly facial animations in our game. What should we do for this mission? What if you just have him you slowly walk behind somebody, but if he walks too fast, you lose. Sounds fun. Excuse me, sir. I need to use your car as cover, please.
What are you doing?
Okay, this was not smart. Why don't you just shoot him in the knee and force a concession? A confession? Yeah. Nope, I refuse. I'm not gonna have Luigi beat this level of LA Noire for me. Why'd you do the same thing 3 times in a
Much
row?
slack.
What are you talking about? This time I went to the other
Puff
side
it,
of the
Phelps.
street, just
I'll
pretended
bring
to
the
be a
car
nice
around
casual
when I'm done
jogger.
here.
Josh, you don't even know. This is like if I made Hitman. It's just bad.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Why don't you get in front of him and force him to tail you? Now, that's like... I'm not sure I want 6 stars on the mission. Like, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of responsibilities.
Gotta get closer.
Don't look. I swear to God, if it says I lose this guy while I'm still looking at him, I'm gonna be very unhappy.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hello, sir! Just another shoe shine customer. Here it's alright. No, I'm not paying you.
Gotta get closer.
I got work to do. My dumbass actually thought he went to an ATM. Elizabeth Moss.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
Police
What have
work,
you
dude.
got?
Easy.
He bought a ticket from Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
It's just a head in a bag. Ooh.
My God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over. The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
Dearest Beverly, with love and affection, always. Theta?
You're behind the wheel.
Fine, where are we headed?
Yeah, wait, where are we headed? Yo, dude.
What now?
Might be time to call
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
Cole.
I saw the phone on the map, and I thought maybe that was what we should be doing. Old Paulette.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Okay, why does it say telephone backwards on the one that's inside of the booth?
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to the Hollywood station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
This must
Any
be a
luck with the
Russian
arrest record check
telephone
on Jimmy
booth.
LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset.
So the outside can read it. Oh, so the concrete wall it's next to can read it? Meet with Patrolman Wallace.
That's the guy from the papers. It's all that big cake.
I don't need this.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right, where to?
Yeah, you got one more message, Detective. Rusty says pick him up a 40 rack of Corona on the way back.
A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus 2 dames always equals problems.
It's true. Rusty's Razor 2.0. One guy, 2 dames always equals problems. One guy plus 2 dames equals 3 problems.
Come on.
Oh my lord!
Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Second, I gotta concentrate. Excuse me, sir. You're actually dead. Good night.
That hurts, right? I bet it does. Throw out the guns. As soon as he pokes his head out, we'll step on it.
Classic move. 100%. Yo, take cover, dude. There's still boys at the compound. Pop out. Pop out. Pop out.
Take cover, you lunatic.
See what happens. Pop out. Pop out. I got it on the sharpshooter. 100% steady aim. Pop out. Pop out.
There he is.
Terminator 2. You ever see it? It's a great movie. When it comes out in 50 years, I want you to watch it. You'll understand the reference.
Are you trying to get yourself killed?
Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground. You're dead. You've already died. You can't shoot me anymore. You're dead.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him.
Yet we made it through a mission with a safe hat.
Now, we need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. I nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years.
If he'd gone the other direction, might have gotten off scot-free.
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
Man's face, child stature.
Run for it, Willie.
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
Hey, could you take up the waist on those pants by maybe 8 inches or so? Oh, that's perfect.
Can you drive to this one?
Wait.
Do we know where we're going?
That's a good point. I gotta use the telephone? No? Wait. We gotta go talk to Jimmy LeBlanc. Hey, what should we do, Sailor?
What are we missing?
Let's go back to the apartment. That's what I like to hear.
Let's go back to the apartment. You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine.
Strong men also
Someone with
cry.
Muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
The pants are great. They just itch a little bit in the armpits. Classic. I really want them to add like the ability to skirt across the roof. Kick down the door. Kick down the door, Phelps. It's a long case. Kick the door down. You know he's gonna do it one of these days. Alright, we're missing a clue. I think we can still salvage a 4-star out of this, and I'm not being sarcastic.
Doesn't tell me anything.
People are saying the lobby. Go peep the lobby. Slide down the banister, Phelps. There's no banister. The banister's built into the wall. Okay. Yeah, reach right into the trap. Okay, that's a clue.
Mal will be pleased.
He loves
Well,
used
that's hardly
syringes.
conclusive,
Given the number of those things we've come across recently.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
I think our work is done here.
Now we go back to the morgue. And we tell them about this information, and we're doing all right.
You know the way. You can drive.
Samuel's Delicatessen. Bargain, bargain, bargain. This is a great clue for Mal. Let's just put it back in the trash and leave. Look, they haven't invented latex gloves yet. It wouldn't be safe for us to take it out of the trash.
We caught up with Mal. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc.
He worked burglaries with a big guy. Goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps?
I thought he had a gun.
Where's the burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
Guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town. Tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
It could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
What?
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
Remember we... Oh, tap, tap, tap.
It's here.
Along
That
with a
must be
black
Alex Ryan
sapphire
trying to move
ring.
this while under a murder cloud.
Julia Randall's ring.
It's here.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Just be cool, just be cool. Pearl ring.
Even the engagement ring was purloined.
Purloined!
Arnett is a cad.
Silver pillbox?
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
We've done it. That's a 5-star right there. Dude, purloin is a great word. I've never heard it outside of the spy party context.
Heavens to Betsy!
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
We'll take your time, dude. So maybe I'm like a weird man, but whenever I see like an open
you and Rusty
convertible
have been having
and it's parked
discussions.
outside, I'm just like,
Anything
don't
you would
people
like to
just
tell me, partner?
kind of walk and sit in it?
Phelps, don't be so touchy.
How do you know people
Rusty had
haven't
his
been
best
sitting in
ever
your car
clearance
while you were
rate
gone?
working.
I'm not even worried about like theft.
Even if the
What are you
cases
doing,
you
dude?
worked on can't be discussed.
But what?
We were
You
just
know, you park
comparing
your convertible
You're a
on the
booner
side of the
case,
road.
man,
What's to
Phelps.
stop somebody from being like, "Hey,
One of
the
the best
benches
I've
are
ever
all full.
seen.
I'm just gonna sit in your convertible."
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps.
What if someone just pisses in the back seat? Yeah, what if someone just throws trash in your car? I always wonder about that, dude. The sitting thing is a little weird, but
Nice house.
yeah, what if they just like, you know, poured out their coffee in there or something? It wouldn't surprise me. Some people are just like total assholes.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
First, could you come back to life so you can answer my questions?
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
You want to know how I got these scars? This wealthy burglary victim. She's been at the game a long time. We're going to have to be on our A game to take this bitch down.
Can you describe
I'm
to
sorry,
us
that
what
was rude.
stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Whoa, that's some doubt. That's a lie. It's worth 10K. Come on, lady, let's not get unreasonable here. I'm not the insurance claims adjuster, like...
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eastrom?
Who do you think you are? Making heinous accusations in my own home.
We're taking her ass down.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
Is that a picture of Hugh Jackman in Logan behind me?
There. Are you satisfied? My daughter's boyfriend was quite...
How old is your daughter's boyfriend? Like
He was
70?
even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
Your daughter's boyfriend is definitely the dude I'm looking for.
tell us about
That's Hugh Jackman in Logan.
That terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
I mean, this has got to be a doubt, right? What can you tell us about the burglary? That terrible night, at least a year ago, but let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you recovered. I mean, how can we go with anything on this? She says, let's talk about what you've recovered. Maybe it wasn't a year ago? Maybe it was, do we know when the burglary took place? I'm very confused about this one. We do have the contraband list, that's right. List of stolen items prohibited to trade covering 12-month period. But it's not really like a lie. This is a straight up like intuition. Because I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Truth. Let's do it.
Were you in the house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman.
Okay.
I returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You have only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother.
Oh!
Hello, detectives. What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that...
Including your own engagement ring.
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
I trusted
yes, it
you.
Is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Not you, lady. You're not allowed to die in my back seat. Okay, but where are we going?
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiance. You're
Hey, no detectiving and driving.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's...
You're paying for every last scratch.
You're gonna kill someone! That's no way to drive.
You're being ridiculous.
J-turn.
Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
Put a sock in it, sister. You're being
Nice.
played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
Yo! I really
idiot.
thought those would break and fly over the screen and it would look super cool. This is obviously where the final act is going to take place. This is the housing development where we're going to invest all that morphine money and make a tidy sum, and nobody will be any wiser.
Goddamn reaper addict!
Don't you hate when someone's speeding and you just know that they're on the reefer?
What's wrong with you?
Those are bricks. In Fortnite, you can smash bricks with your gun. Yeah, it looks like that guy's been eating a little too much soup, cream of broccoli, if you know what I mean. I just hit shift to try to turbo. Look, we don't have a lot of time.
Phelps! Do you ever shut up?
Oh, Jesus. Look, that lady was jaywalking. I just saved us a case. This is actually the longest drive we've ever had to do in this game. She actually died, dude. It's about time Phelps upped his body count. They were gonna kick him out of the LAPD. Look at the turning radius on this thing. How long is the drive? Oh, it's right there. That time I just wanted to mess things up a little bit. Let's go, boys. Okay, alright. You don't want to walk. I understand. That's a common conundrum. We can all get back into the car. That's okay. Look, now the front of the car matches the top of the car. No top.
Can't we talk about
Come on,
this?
sister. Let's find out who your fiance really is.
Oh, I didn't know you spoke French, detective. Excuse me, I'm looking for a mailbox.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
Yes, I'm a
PD
mailbox.
detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
I'd prefer to take an Uber. Just hit the button that says 30.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
I knew it. We were ready. Well, it's a 20-bedroom apartment.
Kill him, Cole. This guy's our case.
Go on,
Put your hands in the air.
Oh, here we go. It's been a while since we had one of these. Yeah, it was actually not awkward until that dude said, well, this is awkward. Well, there goes the hat, as usual. Okay. Nice of him to wait here to get into a fist fight with me, I'm assuming. We would have lost the hat anyway. We would have lost the hat anyway.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming around, too. He's all hopped up.
He's all hopped up on it. High IBU IPAs.
Missing something, Henry?
Going somewhere, Jarek?
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
So we can't trust his face. We just can't trust his face. How do we know that he is in this burglary ring? You're supposed to investigate first? I thought we had all of the clues.
You won't let me leave until we finish this, detective. So you'd best get on with it.
I'm in a... They won't let me out of the chair. The chair has sucked me in. It really put me in the couch. Why don't you just sit there and think about what you've done, Cole Phelps? Please restart? It restarts the whole case. I refuse. That is outrageous. If I could reload a quick save, then we'd be talking. The only way is to quit and then load back in.
So you'd best get on with it.
Quit to menu and reload. Of course. What was I thinking? You've been chairalized? Oh. No, you see, it's for immersion that once you sit down, you can't get back up. You see, that there is a lazy boy. You're not gonna want to get up once you rest your haunches on that patent leather. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of presents, we get... Okay, there's a suitcase. Suitcase. What's up with this? We going somewhere, Jarek? There's a squip. This was also in the contraband list. I'm sure of it.
Vacheron Constantine. That's an extremely expensive watch, Henry.
A graduation present from my parents.
You told Heather you're honeymooning
Mexico
without her?
City? Still music. Yo! You're gonna get fruit flies, my dude.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
That little trill at the end means it's done. Oh, okay. Just in time to get sucked back into the chair.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
So it's obviously at least a doubt. Why would this be a lie? Well, he pawned the cigarette case, and the cigarette case was on the contraband list. Which means he somehow, I mean, he also, you know, the pearl ring was on the contraband list. Why does the watch indicate that he's in the fashion business? Because it's also on the contraband list? I feel like the cigarette case is a better lead. All right, chat.
You won't let me leave until we finish this, detective. So you'd best get on with it.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, detective?
It's because he has the watch right there. Yeah, but we also have the signed and sealed testimony of the pawn shop owner that said, you know, he's gave me the cigarette case. I'm going with the case. The case is open and shut, dude.
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea.
Whoa!
Get a list of society parties and find out where and when.
He folded like a paper crane.
Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me.
Ooh.
Julia told the others that
I am immediately over the betrayal and deceit.
She was gonna create a new gang.
Don't believe we have evidence to back this one up, so I think this is a doubt. Let's try to lie first, just see.
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
Well, see, the question is, why would I need to run? The train ticket doesn't necessarily answer that, but you are running. It's kind of suspicious timing.
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night? That it's a one-way ticket?
Henry? Tell me it isn't true.
We both talked about how we'd go to Monterey together.
I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face.
Whoa, hey, can we get a second take there?
Paid Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
Oh, well, first I got one more question.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if
Dude, she deserves a job at the Force.
There is no Henderson.
She's so good. Well, this has got to be a... Coerce. This is a doubt. 100%. There is no... Wait, no. Okay, I don't know. His face is swollen 300 sizes here. There is no Henderson. It seems like a coerce to me. You know what? You're right, Chad. This is an intuition. Okay.
Tell me about your first burglary.
Contraband list, maybe?
Lie. I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Well, we do. He said the magic word.
Your first burglary was a Dr. Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy about Julia. She could get him to do whatever she wished. He threw the parties, and we arranged the burglaries. Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise. Drove the good doctor almost insane.
That's why we call him Dr. Jekyll.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary. and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
I mean, you did
we
admit
will,
to paying them
knucklehead.
to kill her.
Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
Yes, I take a small in the torso and an extremely large in the pant area. The Lyndon B. Johnson special. Oh! I actually thought that they were gonna run that poor officer over. Who's driving that car, me?
You know the way. You can drive.
All right, where to?
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
What, because I got into the passenger seat of a car? Whoa!
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight parking spot there. You need to back it out a little.
To find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
I should have never told you that.
Pentages. Dude, it's the most modern food of all. The American hamburger sandwich. The tastiest sauces in town. Honey, your burger's ready. What do you want as a side? Oh yeah, just give me half a tomato. Alright, we're the good doctor. Let's get going. First off, kick this door open. You've got probable cause now. Gotta hit the elevator button there.
Time for the doctor to give us something to make this all better.
A hamburger is a sandwich. Look, I know we don't need to get into this too much, but a hamburger is definitely a sandwich. But I agree that hamburgers are also a subcategory of sandwich as well.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett, and tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Get absolutely bodied.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
And I was so full of
Will
life.
you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
Am I gonna lose my job over this?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
True.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key.
You have the right to remain silent. And oh!
Didn't
Well,
see that coming.
I mean, okay. It's a 5-story fall. He's probably, like, really hurt. He could be
Operator, give me
dead, but we
RFI.
should go check. Like, call an ambulance or something.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
Well, see you later.
We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Sorry we fucked up your life and left you with grief that will leave you with PTSD for the rest of your days, but we got a case to solve.
That old boy really fell for that broad.
She was incredibly beautiful.
Well, you know they say pride comes before the fall.
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
What a story, Phelps.
I certainly am. Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in
Yo, I'm not listening to your misogyny. I'm trying to make sure this guy's dead. Seems open and shut. Cat, I will pick you up by your cat body, and I will hold you in the air like Mufasa held Simba. It was actually Rafiki. Anyway, get in the box.
I think his name is. Brought in the case of that.
Can you drive to this one? Do we know where we're going?
Open and shut, cat. You got me. It's the Broadway Hollywood?
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this.
Want a girl
kids
with
around here say
basketball
he plays on the
shoes and a
cream. Have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this out of the street.
Jacket.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
Wait.
I hear him.
Cole. You hear that?
Dude, 100%. I'm calling it a noise complaint.
Give yourself up.
Date night in the alley. Hey, it's 1 a.m. You want to go to that weird alley? The murderer is playing a concert on a single harmonica. I'm so mad Dan gave a movie 5 out of 10, but his tweet says interesting story, good action. What movie did Dan besmirch the name of this time?
You're not the only one in the street.
We're all trying to get somewhere.
Ting, 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 ting. Moana? That interesting story, good action? It was the Warriors? I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Okay, don't get hit this time. Oh, I saw him.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings.
There he is. Waste the son of a bitch.
Don't waste him. Just point at him. Okay, he's immune to bullets. He's actually a god. He took a shot in the chin. It was Victoria and Abdul.
Picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the
Vultures.
slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Leah had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Roy! Dude, this might be a 4-banger. We did cause a lot of damage. We did run over a lady. 3 stars. If we hadn't driven so badly in that extended driving section, that would have been a 4-banger for sure. Can somebody turn down the music, please? Can somebody take down the pipe flutes? This plays overhead during all wars. Just like in Vietnam, they played Fortunate Son the whole time. It ain't me.
We have to get off of this hill. That's one of our 50 cals still firing, Cole. The 22nd are still fighting.
Maybe war isn't good. What took you so long, you son of a bitch?
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Say goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
You really gotta hand it to him.
He was your friend too, Cole. Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
Not a scratch, Kelso.
Well, get up and get out of that fucking hole. Find a stretcher while you're at it so we can get him out of here.
Who's the senior officer here?
I guess that's you, Cole.
You were up here all night?
Yes, sir.
And your command?
Gone, sir.
Sorry to hear that, son. But God damn it, we have beaten these bastards back. It's the beginning of the end, and it was one here. You're a goddamn hero, son. What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star, and promoting you to First Lieutenant.
You can parlay that into a shitty job as a beat cop in Los Angeles if you're lucky. Manifest destiny.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club.
What kind of banana folder is that?
6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
This chair, not nearly as comfortable as you can tell.
Thousands of others.
God damn it. Just can't seem to put this morphine to sleep.
A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Well, thankfully, once we get this morphine off the streets, that'll be all of the drug problems in Los Angeles solved forever.
Right on Olympic, and we finally collared him on Temple. Guy gave his wife a tap.
New suit? We didn't get a new suit. Like, we haven't hit that 8th suit yet. But I'll tell you what, you know, new suit, new life. Let's go, Outsider's kind of boring. Let's give ourselves a little Broderick action here.
Love and war.
Get this morning's edition hot off the press.
You can drive.
You're talking so long as you don't mind that I'm not listening.
There's only 7 suits in the game? I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be
Broderick,
like a
in
tornado,
honor
Phelps.
of that driving,
Parker's got a
yo,
puritanical
that
streak.
is A
You
deep
never know who
cut,
gets swept
B
up in a thing
over
like that.
the line. C, I'm proud of you. $4:19 p.m.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Come on. At that point, it's almost like you made an effort
Bukowski,
to avoid the
Phelps.
weed number.
back again. We're here about the morphine. Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. A waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this,
David
this was
Bowe?
a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Sounds like a
Be my
vegetarian's order at
guest. I'm on the word
KFC.
with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Yo, but the pants are still good. Hello? Hello? I'd like to get my clue, please. He didn't say inconsequential, so where's the clue?
Never the same, are they?
There's lipstick on it, dude. My dude, there's some lipstick on it. NL, I don't know if you know what a human body does after death, but the pants are not still good.
Cop, it's gotta be something big, right?
Valid point.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
What did you do, Bukowski? Where's the gung? More garbage? Stop giving me tings for garbage, okay? Do I look like the freaking janitor? I'm not here to pick up all this trash.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Okay.
Find anything interesting?
There's a different mouthpieces.
That click.
Ooh. Ooh, what's that click? It's got a false bottom somewhere. Let's go.
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
A dude's password was 123. Incredible.
He kept his stash close at hand. We should follow up on the musician angle.
And now, what's your favorite map projection? You know I'm all about the Mercator, dude. When you nut, but she keeps sucking. Dude, I don't know anything about freaking map projections, okay? I took a university course on geography by correspondence to fulfill my last elective credit in my senior year.
Do we have a news source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Okay. Maybe habit forming. Exactly. The jury's kind of out.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
A couple of months? Well, really just messed that chair up. Gotta keep your files dry, apparently. You got something for me, buddy?
Take a look around, Phelps. Looks like a straightforward execution to me.
Clues? Clues? This is a freaking brawl, dude. Did a decent job looking for clues. Music is not done. I've already searched that guy. All right, let's talk to her.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day
No
off.
idea.
If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
I mean, this kind of feels like a truth. She's rolling her eyes like I'm wasting her time. I'm like thinking about a doubt, but I don't know, dude. That seems like a real human emotion. Like her face seems normal to me. All right, let's go for some coercion.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
This seems like a complete truth. She's staring me steadfast in the windows of my soul. No eyebrows being cocked.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Life
Thank you
insurance.
for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
We can't get onto the stage. Oh, I heard like a gong. One sec.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
These are things we've already seen. Check that thing for certain. Okay. Oh, there's a whole other room in here. Well,
even try to crack the safe.
You want to look at some of the stuff in there, or you're content with it as is? Okay.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Nasty way to go. My dude was probably selling morphine on the sly anyway. That's how he got all the money to buy the place. Thanks a lot, War on Drugs. Okay, so people are saying, well, someone in chat says, was prostitution really the first profession? impossible that prostitution was the first profession. Because what does a prostitute take? Money. How is someone gonna get the money to pay for a prostitute if the only job on earth is prostitution? It doesn't make any sense. They paid in food and sticks. I don't think so. Not out of clues yet.
I think that's all there is. You better excuse me, honey.
You still gotta find the morphine stash. I was mostly just making a joke. The first profession was probably being a gardener in the Garden of Eden. Oh, one second. Whoops. I also typed ha 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 in chat. Look, it's been a while since I did my own modding, okay? I have people for this. There we go. Well, I alt-tabbed back into LA Noire, and it cursed me. Error, memory allocation failure. Please restart the game. Alloc aligned 100 bytes from pool textures. Way to go, you got a whole stack unwinding. Just because of an alt-tab, Team Bondi never even heard of using smart pointers. Yep, the texture just happened to be 100 bytes too large. Apparently. Cuphead music. Told you, Team Bondi. Does Canada do daylight savings time? It's correct. Canada does well, I think Saskatchewan maybe doesn't. Everything else does, Saskatchewan. If you're so smart, why don't you catch the exception with your debugger and step over it? They won't let me run a debugger over LA Noire because it's some closed source, DRM bullshit. Otherwise, I just Control-Shift-J, switch to the Elements tab, no problem.
Phelps, back again.
Hey, hello, yes, hi,
We're here
okay,
about the
yeah.
morphine.
No, that's all right.
Over by
See,
the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner,
all right.
Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine. I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit. I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Here we go.
Who are the other Vics? 2 musicians, Biddleston and Bo. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd. Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Like a vegetarian at KFC.
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Okay, so we know that we can run through this pretty quick. We got this guy. He's like, "What's up?" And we're like,
Pump a
"Nah."
dozen rounds into him.
Right click. We're out. We don't need this guy anymore. Then over here, cigarettes. Not important. We came over here. There's like beer bottles on the ground. Not
When you're ready
important.
to have a civil conversation,
Go to the
we
trumpet
can try
case.
again.
Then you go. You give him a little 1, 2, 3.
Just in case someone cared for this instrument.
You gotta give him a little 2 then. You gotta give him a little 2 after that. Finally, you're gonna give him a little 3. That's gonna open the secret pouch.
Trick.
You're gonna pick up that
Case
blue
must have
room
cost more
ticket.
than
You're
the
gonna give
truck.
it a little tap, tap, tap. Gotta go for that musician's
Follow
angle.
up on the musician angle.
Yeah, he kept his stash close. Don't forget about that one.
Find anything interesting?
Kept his stash close at hand.
Yeah, you're correct. Okay. Close this bad boy back up. Problem solved. Alright, then we got this guy. It's a when you nut but she keeps sucking joke. And then we check his coat pocket. Inside there we find a syringe for morphine. It may be habit forming. Make sure to
from what's left in
do a little riff about that and how, you know, ideals about using drugs in the 1940s are different than they are today. Check this side, we got nothing. You're done, buddy. Okay, step over you. Make a joke about why the fan is pointing exclusively at these filing cabinets instead of actually circulating the air in the room. And we go, oh, Valor, must be a couple of months' supply. Maybe for that dude who worked in the bookmaker's office.
100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
We didn't look at this last time.
These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear?
New
Look
clue.
at these things.
New clue.
They're BARs.
Wolf's
You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them?
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Alright, hello, lady.
Army surplus morphine, Army surplus. Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Yeah, whatever. First off,
Any
say
idea
something
who
so I
did
can
the
doubt
shooting?
you.
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Lewd, doubt.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up,
Yeah,
buys
he
the
buys
club,
the place.
then we
The
start
owner
getting
looked like all his
visits from tough
Christmases had
guys.
come at
Next
once.
thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub.
But he was a nice
he came
boss,
into
okay?
some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Joke about a product that is not
for your help,
drugs.
Eddie
Say
was
like,
in
oh,
over
those
his head.
newfangled hamburger
was
sandwiches
a
probably.
decent
Okay,
boss.
please let us go. Thank you. Alright. Then we got this Joker.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Record time. Absolutely true. Didn't even bother to close up the safe.
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
We're done! Dude, we did it. World's greatest. Who has an emote that's just Zach Braff's face?
Can you drive to this one?
That is
we know where we're going?
an abuse of the Twitch TV emote system.
Is that true?
That's just Zach Braff's head. You can't just steal someone's photograph and then use it as an emote. That's Corey's emote? What are you doing, dude?
He's a waste.
You can't just sell Zach Braff's face.
Heck of a Sunday.
I check coats. That's all I get paid to do.
All right, Dave Franco. Oh, well, the studio audience tends to sit in the audience, but I guess we can make an exception.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lichtman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't.
Wow.
What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries Untersturmführer?
Oh, jeez.
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Herr Phelps. Yes, mein Fraulein.
You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, Head Officer.
I told
We
you.
have work to do.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Your eye. Your eye. Gesundheit. We just got a doubter. I think we just... Okay, it's a lie because they got the Blue Room pass.
Hopheads appear to get a free pass at this club. You all know about the morphine.
And how do you expect to prove that?
He had the Blue Room pass in the secret compartment.
I have a rehearsal to finish. It's time for you to leave.
God damn your German stoicism!
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I haven't even said the names yet. Good Lord.
The only way
Let's
you're going
go.
to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good.
Yo, I'm not interrogating you guys.
He's a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with you, officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop
Don't
people
let
from
her
doing
get
that?
in your head,
I'm
Phelps.
asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions?
You've
You
lost
know
control
who
of this
controls the
situation,
drugs in
Phelps.
this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words, and very noble. But words are just words, Cole Phelps.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the Mixter.
Cullen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Phelps just talked himself into a half day. Okay. I smell a tail. This is extrajudicial. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta take the law into your own hands. Ha ha ha, he said the word wrong. Let's go.
You drive terrible.
We just got yelled at by a German lady. That isn't her. German pizza never sits well. Never eaten German pizza. Does it leave residue all over your Wiener Schnitzel?
Move in. Can't risk.
Well, she does a weird little skip when she's when she's guilty. I think that's the guilty skip right there. You mean to tell me there's more than one German lady in the U.S. in the 1950s? I'm just saying, to be tailing a German lady and have a German lady yell at us, that is not her. #1 art piece in America right here, this pelican, by the way. It's just, it seems a little fishy, doesn't it? Kick the door. Kick the door. Kick the door down. While you're using that hand... when you could be using the shoe. This is where it all goes wrong. We find out some information on Roy. We convince her that we're not a crooked cop, but Roy is, and then Roy tries to have us killed. All this time we thought we were the tailors, and we got tailed. Jonathan Tim the Toolman thought I was a tailor and got tailed Thomas.
Looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
See the dreamboat who was on table 3?
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
Everybody in this town wants a 5-star wedding.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
I feel like he's not complimenting his sense of humor.
He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Yes.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
This is just a doubt. This is just a straight up doubt. Look at his face. Yeah. Mouth slightly ajar. This is the final boss of interrogations. He's doubted.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know
It's a
anything
taunting.
about that.
This is just a doubt. You're so doubtable, dude.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
2 for 2.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
This is collusion.
Check on that.
That's collusion.
Come on,
We can't
Joel,
do
we're
that.
leaving.
Conflict of interest.
We have to
Is
cut
he
that, though.
eating
Looks
the ashtray?
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
Whoa.
Wow, this day was a total waste of makeup.
What happened?
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
What now?
You worked with Caldwell, Cole. Go catch up. Get the scoop on the investigation.
Hello, sir. Okay, never mind.
I'm not gonna ask what you're doing.
Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I need to break.
Hello, sir.
I think his name is Phelps. I read about him in the newspaper.
Hello. Where do we go?
Someone ought to take him home. He's loaded.
Thank you. Thank you for the bless using the Kazundites.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again. Mouthpiece first strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head. Where's the phone?
Well, we're here. Oh, Tomo threw up in Kate's room.
Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I need to break.
淨係飯桶先戒煙嘅咋。
And then the
What am I
letter
missing,
calls
dude?
and says he's gonna marry an English girl.
淨係飯桶先戒煙嘅咋。
Rehab is for quitters, is what this guy said.
For my complexion.
Advice?
You worked with Caldwell, Cole. Go catch up. Get the scoop on the investigation.
Mister, a man like you always loses a battle of wits because you're unarmed.
Where is Caldwell? Who is Caldwell?
It's quite hard to.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Are you
Or put it
Caldwell?
Down to one round.
Another time, huh?
Well, this day was a total waste of makeup.
Caldwell?
He just refuses to accompany me to church.
Caldwell, is that you?
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
You worked with Caldwell, Cole. Go catch up.
It's the coroner.
Scoop on the investigation.
Oh.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Hey, there's such a thing as soap, you know.
Caldwell? There he is. In his office.
He worked that case with the lady cut up like that.
What? That's not even Caldwell.
Why is the word abbreviation so long?
Caldwell? Excuse me, where's Caldwell?
That's that cop. Seems like a decent guy. How bad is it?
He's actually one of the reporters.
You think talk is cheap, try hiring a lawyer.
Everyone's good. Full of jokes, tell you that.
淨係飯桶先戒煙嘅咋。
Where is my Caldwell at?
My wife is so dumb, she stares at orange juice for hours. Well, it does say concentrate on the cartons.
Incredibly misogynistic. Where's Caldwell?
I read about him in the newspaper.
FBI. Caldwell?
Someone ought to take him home. He's loaded.
Caldwell.
You got a stakeout down on 2nd later tonight.
Hello? Oh, Caldwell? You can't get away from me, Caldwell.
He ran the light on Olympic, and we finally collared him on Temple. I got this gadget whiz guy putting recording.
I'm at a loss.
Hello? Is Caldwell in here?
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Mouthpiece court stripped
Caldwell.
off the grand jury. Case is thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Perhaps Caldwell is outside.
See him?
Caldwell?
I saw his picture in the paper.
Oh, you are. Excuse me, you won't get away from me this easily, Caldwell.
Cut up, like the Dahlia?
See him? I saw his picture in the paper.
He worked that case with a lady cut up like
That's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
Where is Caldwell?
Come on.
Okay, we gotta go upstairs, I guess.
And then the louse calls and says he's going to marry
It's an exit.
English girl.
Here we go. Caldwell?
I got the jitters again. Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out. Now the
You ever
DA
seen
wants my
a
head.
gentleman by the name of Caldwell? Yo, this is Malf.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
Absolutely Malf right there.
You think those Vice boys get any on the side?
Oh, it's Caldwell.
You got a minute?
Of course, this guy I've never seen before, who I'm supposed to know by his last name.
The docks robbery on the SS Coleridge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Caldwell was supposed to be your partner, but every other part of the game that had him got cut.
Why
Why you need to have a PhD in what the game was supposed to be in order to get 5 stars?
I say we bust in there and find
You know, okay, this guy used to be your partner, but then stuff got cut. Oh, doubt actually should be called coerce, you know? Well, you had to follow the making of documentary on HBO to understand how to play this freaking game.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
This is the crate we recovered. Enough to arm 3 companies. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. 500,000
2
cigarettes.
tons of morphine?
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me.
These guys are
Put
from
him
my
down
old
with my
unit.
sap.
They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Bum took a swipe at me.
KGPL
Sat him
going
down with my
crazy.
SAP.
Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Alright, we'll do this, and then we will end the show for today. Oh, we don't need to go out on the patio.
Case was thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Let me out of this. Oh my lord.
Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Why did we build the police station on top of a Native American burial ground? Police, freeze! I need your car. I need your car. I'm sorry.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Where are we going?
Out of the car. Police.
Glove compartment to shoot you!
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life.
Get that Zach
getting
Braff
mixed up in
emote
the
out
wrong
of here.
crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
I don't
Until
respect
someone
that.
filled him full of holes.
You don't come into
DMCA
that
notice.
kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Dude, this thing has no recoil. please add this gun to PUBG.
Find a way up there and stop that son of a bitch.
Wow! This guy, he's an actual god. Okay, let's try it again. I know we're supposed to, like, go up there, but I want to try to take him out from here. Oh, okay, I got the hat. I got the hat. Okay, I don't know. Maybe there's no way to take him out. Or is there? No, this won't do. No. No. No.
You're clear,
okay.
go!
My dude has been riddled with holes.
You're covered, Phelps. Move, I've got you.
Team Bondi, this is outrageous. This dude better have like 2% HP when I get up here.
You're clear, go!
Alright, fine.
War zone.
All units, officer down at 1384 North Bronson.
If only somebody could stop this guy.
All units, officers still need help on Bronson. Approach with extreme caution.
Are you trying to get yourself killed?
LAPD, drop the gun now!
Sit yourself down, son. We're headed to Hospi.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
I wanna get up there. It's the only way. What was that reload, dude? Hey, you made it. He's gonna call him a sniper now. First off, you gotta check the gun. You already know it's a bar.
It's one of the BARs.
It was made in the USA. It was made in the USA. It was made in the USA. Wait. Syringes? It would be too perfect, right? Why does he have bullet holes in his chest if he got shot in the head? Maybe he fell on his gun when he died. And boy, the boss is gonna be real cheesed about this. There we go. Macabo table 3.
And restaurant table.
It's where Mickey Cohen sits.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk.
We don't know what
My
that
people have been in
means.
California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Well, I guess we will do this as well.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
He's an honorable man. He does blink a lot. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait. Details hit on Alvaro, note CL234, table 3. Hello, Tomo. Maybe he's just got dry eyes? That's a doubt. Let's press him.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
All right, Kate, as soon as this conversation's done.
How the fuck do I know?
It must be somebody that you know, because they're in the sniper's pocketbook.
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
But the pocketbook, my dude.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook. Level with me, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah.
Don't you mean sodium chloride, mother?
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You
Okay.
buying his store?
Let's exit the menu. Hopefully we don't have to go through the dialogue again. If we do, I'm sure we'll mess it up, but there's no save button because this game came out in 1991, apparently. All right. Are you sure you want to exit? Yes. Thanks for watching the Northernlion Live Super Sunday subscriber stream. We'll be back with the NLSS tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as I'm sure you're aware. For now, let me do a shout-out situation. If Streamlabs worked. Thanks for the stream. Go help Kate now. I will. First off, though, hey, you're a ding-dong. You missed out on being able to get Layers of Fear Masterpiece Edition over on Twitch Prime. But you can still get the Master Assassins pack for Assassin's Creed Origins, the Streamer pack for the South Park Fractured Butthole, Warframe's Prime Bundle, up to 25 Legends in Madden, 5 standard loot crates, last chance for Overwatch loot, another 5 loot crates in that, and a Warframe Prime with Twitch Prime Bundle if you're a Twitch Prime subscriber at twitch.tv. If you have Amazon Prime, you get Twitch Prime for free. Link your accounts, click that subscribe, use free subscription button. You're just leaving money on the table if you don't. Well, you're leaving other people's money on the table if you don't, I guess. But either way, support your local streamer, even if it's not me. Apart from that, come on, Streamlabs, work with me here. Work with me. Thank you to Tito Wants XCOM, Feels Bad Man, Goldfish Vendor, and Uber Chaplain for the cheers. And on the subscription side, thank you to Gray Malkin. Neo Candy Taker. Several W's followed by a 4. Oobaloobs, Sebastian, The Undead Zebra, Navy Raccoon, Wobbs, BMEO2, Lem Lime, Yamakaze, Kodachrome 274, Caffeine Pants, The Ooze Kip, Fenmio, Beagle, Stino Rhino. Feels Bard, man. Infogrames Radar, KPG 11701, Handsome Pants Man, I Am the Chronos, Go Bob Go, Stinkzilla, Electron 312, Blandio, Prophecy, Vostok 238, Niquam Scrawl, Drac Vince, Black Ice 4047, Mystic Plato, J Smith OTI, Macros 86 for 52 months in a row, even with the Zach Braff emote, Fordamol, Tijno, Trees 11th, Dr. Cosmonaut, Wampum, Pluck Beetle, Azaruka, Peanut Brittle, Sushi Cat San, Mesophil, Torpheus, Optimele, Snow Junkie 69, Stoner Kid 69, 2 69s in a row. Yokelhop, Von Lone, or Vion Lone, The Rugiwit, a J400, Galactic Donuts, Time Tag, NBK Reborn. You were on Dan's... I listened to your Dan interview. I'm positive of it. Mr. Quaint 11, The Big Kahuna 99, Wizard Island, Badass Fox, Jubin, Nazuro, XX Roll the Dice XX, Shark Facer, Top Hat Viking, Polygon 95, Yamarama, Iron Shrek 88, CN Kichigo, Much Faith in Doge, Schlang, Bad Dream Adventure, Scatmandu, J Bergman 02, Bestest Git, Commander Cookie, Anonymous 25, Porcion, Cosm, G-Man 111112, Dust Arma, Putisface, The Real John VD, Blackstar 288, Deltronism, Alex Plays Fire Emblem, Mutant Slayer, Detalix, Harrison Chu, Joe's Beast, Ding Level Up, Jacob QL, Itwiniel, Thunderbird 145, I Am the Twitch Viewer, Flurp, 9 Lives for Life 69, Nerdiac, Skastilla, Cheesy Monkey, Crocodile, Navane, Overlord King, Seba3376, I Is a Monkey, Really Read, Interact, Young Thimble, Pertuvius, Fallen Flame, Ice Sprite, Duniats, or Duniates, MMac093, Lizardman1234, Pultritude Polka, True North Hoser, Mocking Avelli, Sir Romph, Kenji Hikari, Woodwind Quintet, Gwills, Nick from Burbank, Zappler, Rezuet, Scythe ZP, Plug Pull Magnet, The Amos RD, Buffy 99, Weeb Trash, Moan is MK, Vivi, Durst in the Wind, Faintest Edge, Rafa, Definitely Not Meow, Hila Cheese, Bearded Goblin, Cobra, Craggy P, Killa Joe, AFA, Mr. X, Mad Pretty, Too Many Badgers, Mythos Fall, Dr. Cluck, and Persona Non Gratata. Thank you guys very much for the subscriptions. Thanks for watching. Thanks for making an effort to watch without an ad block. Thanks for the real zombie kappas. No, Fallen Flame, roll the dice, get the fake zombie kappas out of here. This is a no Zappa zone. I only allow zombie kappa. That's a Zappa. You have to be a platinum Twitch member to use zombie kappa, and that's all I want to see in chat. If I see Zappas, get deleted. You don't even have to worry about it. Kate's going to be live after this. Rather than ask her what she's going to play, I'm just going to go clean up the vomit in her office. You can go watch her at twitch.tv/lovelymomo. Apart from that, I will be live tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which, keep in mind, Daylight Savings Time did happen. So if you're very interested in catching the absolute start of the show and not showing up an hour into it, well, let me put it this way. It's 4:26 p.m., so it is in 22 and a half hours from now. She's going to be playing Kingdom after the vomit is gone at twitch.tv/lovelymomo. Go give her a follow. I will raid her. How do we do that again? It's like /raid Lovely Momo. There was a problem starting the raid. Please try again in a minute. Okay, well, I'll see you then.